Welcome back, everybody. DarkSpyder here, end of the year for FS22. Top 5 trucks. If you're following, and if you're not, pause this, like, subscribe, hit the notifications button so you know when I have new content coming out. I'm also going to throw in there, keep your eye out for our new channel that's going to be coming out very, very soon, DarkSpyder Plays, where we're going to be playing all kinds of games. So number 5, the Lizard RoadRunner, 950 HHP. Now this is a good truck. I'm not dogging the truck. I like this truck still. It's got a lot of speed. Sounds good. Let's back out a little bit. And if you look, it's got red, white, and blue exhaust. Pretty awesome, I think. It's got good speed to it. It drives good. But regardless of what it's rated at, I've used this for logging. I've used this for grain pulling, just all sorts of things. It says it's rated for 12.3 tons. But I just found that it just didn't have enough oomph in it to always do the logging aspect of pulling things. It is a medium expensive tractor trailer. I think I just bought it. Let's take a look. Trucks. Let's go look at the RoadRunner. $131,475. Because I decked it all out, of course. That's what it sells for now. It's got plenty of lighting on it for you to be able to see. And plus it just looks nice. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that exhaust. It's a good tractor. It's a good tractor trailer. Sorry. Like I said, it runs well. It does well. It's got good speed to it. Now, the one thing that I will say about this truck that it has over the other trucks is it does have a front attacher to it. So if you want to pull up to, say, like I used to use this when I had greenhouses, and I would have a trailer on either side, and I would just back it around, hook it up from the rear, and then pull forward and hook it up to the front, and you can dump that way. So you can actually hook up trailers to the front of this truck. Realistic? Probably not. What if we move on to the number 4, which is going to be the Mack? All right. Obviously, the paint job is my favorite thing about this truck. Mack truck, Superliner X, MP10 CVT X does have the winch, but remember, if you want the winches, you're going to have that downloadable content. This was supposed to, I thought I put the winch on the front and the back. It doesn't look like I did, but you can put a winch on the front and the back. Oh, that's the Winter Wolf I'm thinking about. Never mind. So the winch back here, and it does work, but guess what? It only works for logging, so forget it. Mack is a good truck, solid little truck, comparatively speaking to the other trucks, and if you do the right Mack, you can actually use the TLX. Listen to that sound. It's got to be the best sounding truck. That Jake brake is just awesome. Lighting is a little lackluster on the Mack. I'll say that much. But as far as hauling, pulling, it's a beast. It really is. And the fact that now you can actually use the TLX add-ons like the tanker and things like that, it makes it even a better truck. But it does come in at number 4. Just because I feel like that it is a bit sluggish when you do go to haul heavy stuff. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think the Mack does not have trailer pull in the back. So you're not going to be able to pull any trailers unless it's fifth wheel. Unlike the RoadRunner, I can pull trailers fifth wheel, trailer, no trailer, fifth wheel only. But like I say, it does, you have to change the frame but it does take the TLX add-ons. The paint job is a favorite of mine, obviously, and I really wish we could get that on more TLX lines. All right. So number 4, Mack Superliner. Now, this is where it gets a little tough for me because I love all 3 of these trucks almost equally, but I had to really choose. So number 3, it's going to be Winter Wolf. All right, so there's your front winch that does work for trees only, and your rear winch that also works for trees only. But the Winter Wolf does have some add-ons that just make it a fantastic truck. Obviously, everybody knows the Winter Wolf as far as using it for snow plowing. But if you watch one of my latest videos, it also has a very, very nice lime and fertilizer spreader of 450,000 liters. It's great. This is a great truck. It pretty much will do what you need it to do. It sounds great. Plenty of lighting. It's definitely used by me. Probably not as much as I should. Because of the number 2 spot and the number 1 spot. But I have been using it more for lime and fertilizer spreaders. So number 3 is the Winter Wolf. Real quick, just because I didn't show you on the other ones. Go back up to trucks. We're going to go all the way to the end. There it is, the TLX Winter Wolf at $128,282. There's your snow plow. There's your fertilizing unit, 450,000 liters. Now the negative 24 meters only. So you're going to have to do it twice as long. 18 miles an hour is not bad speed. It's still faster than some of the other fertilizers at, 10, 11 miles per hour. You got 18 on this one. You got your salt spreader, 24 meters, 150,000 liters. And over here, you got your mining dumper at 500,000 liters. But it holds all kinds of stuff. I mean, just about everything in the game it'll hold. It says gold there, everything. So TLX Winter Wolf. I've just been playing long enough to know that the TLX line is hands down the best mods in this game, period, over everything. And the TLX Winter Wolf, is, like I said, is our number 3 spot. Okay. Great truck. I love the Winter Wolf. It's just an awesome truck. TLX 9000 is going to be our number 2. All right. I love this truck. Listen to it. Sounds great, right? Not a fan of how it sounds right now, like that engine whine. I don't know what that is. Old. I know this is based off an older designed vehicle. If you look at it, depending on how old you are, you could paint it certain ways and it would look like the Terminator 2 semi that's chasing John Connor. If you paint it another way, it almost looks like Generation 1 Optimus Prime. So, whatever. Good truck, has lots of attachments, fits all the TLX lines. Just watch your frame. You'll have to extend it for some of them to make it a little longer so everything fits. Very good truck. Love the paint jobs. It has 2 different flag options that you can use for decals. Great paint options. Definitely hauls whatever I want it to haul. No issues there. And especially the fact that I can fix the TLX add-ons make it even better. Now I'd have to look. I don't recall if this takes a trailer or not. I can't remember. I could buy one real quick and we can find out, but I can't remember. It appears that it might, but don't quote me. I don't think it does. So, number 2, TLX 9000. Fantastic truck. Did you see that? It lights up. Look at it. It was lit up, or was it just the lights below it, I guess? Could have sworn when I got out that TLX 9000 was lit up. But anyways, let's move on to the number one best modded truck in Farming Simulator 22 is going to be the TLX Phoenix. Guys, I know there's a lot of people that like that Lizard W900, whatever. I'm not talking about nostalgia. I'm not dogging everybody's favorite truck of that Lizard W900. I don't care about it at all. When I'm playing this game, I'm talking about trucks that do what I need it to do. And what else can I do with this truck? The TLX Phoenix, I can do anything and everything I want to do. I can pull a dump trailer with an attachment on the back of it already, and it just goes. Look at that, automatically. You don't even hardly have to give it. It just goes. The attachments for this truck, the 820,000 liter tank, it's got an auto loading platform that goes on it. It also has a nice fill trailer that can go on it. It's got good speed. I use it for logging. I'm telling you guys, this thing will do. And listen to that. Come on. Listen to that. You know, TLX Phoenix just makes the game better. I've said it 1,000 times. 82 Studios, who makes these trucks, do a fantastic job on these mods. It is definitely one of my favorite truck in the game as far as modded trucks go. And we've done videos on this truck before. We can go back into trucks. We're going to go right over to, we got to go past it. There it is. Here's your TLX Phoenix line. You have several to choose from. We didn't talk about the Phoenix Argo work. I've never really used that truck. And as you can see, it should take the extensions that everything else does. But it looks like it's going to be for the mulcher. But anyways, getting back to the TLX Phoenix. Lots of different options. Pretty decent price at $82,000. The one that we have now, there it is right there, 108,727. So it was probably about $115,000 when we decked it all out and got done with it. That's at 105,753. But as far as the truck goes, it just has too many options. Too many options to not be the number one truck in this game. Look at that, 820,000 liter tipper trailer, 820,000 liter tanker that holds anything. Look at that, holds just about anything I want it to hold. All right, over here you got your logging. Now, that's some pretty short logs, but I don't care. I don't use it for that, but you could. Okay. It's only 3.5 tons anyways. You got a pup trailer frame. There's a dolly. And now here's your flatbed for bales. Okay. And then you got your mini bales. And then there's your auto load. Okay. Now this auto load, it can be a little tricky, but it works. And it works pretty well. And I like the fact that this left side, the rear, and the right side can be lowered individually, and you can load from either one of the three sides. All right. Now it is a single load. It's not like the Feigl auto load trailer that you can actually load multiple items on it. This will erase whatever you're loading. So if you're loading, let's say, grape containers, and then you try to load tomato crates, it's going to erase what was in it and replace it with the new item. So be careful with that. But that's almost any auto loading trailer out there. TLX Phoenix, number one modded truck, 2024 for FS22. You know, maybe I am biased because I just love this truck. But I feel like my opinions are unbiased. I'm not owned by anybody except for my wife. So I'm no corporate shill. I don't need to tell you what's good and what's not. That's why I give you the good and I give you the bad. You take them both, and there you have, right? So I didn't take that any further because that's a little, a little old, and I don't think anybody would have caught it. But if you do catch it, you can just let me know in the comments, because I didn't finish that. I didn't finish that. But guys, number one for me for FS22 in 2024 has to be the TLX Phoenix. Now, if 82 Studios, I don't know, out of the blue decides, hey, let me go watch this Nobody's video on our truck. Put the American flag paint on the TLX Phoenix, please. Why can't I get that TLX 9000 paint on this Phoenix? Or the Mack truck Superliner paint decal. This one, but I'd settle for this. Give me this. On this. I mean, heck, put it on the hood. Because I would say the only downside is nobody cares about this stupid cowboy on the truck. Give me the American paint, baby. The American. Give me the American flag on anything. So, I still feel like get out. Get out. See, it does light up. I told you it does. So, the TLX Phoenix #1 mod, guys. For me, I value your opinion. Let me know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Why do you think something else is better? Or did I miss one you think should have been in here instead of another truck? Let me know in the comments. We'll fight about it if you want to, or I can take a look. But I've pretty much done a video on most every truck. Honorable mention, I could say, would be that Lizard Torpedo. It's a little iffy. You're gonna on that Lizard Torpedo. When you watch that video, you'll see what I'm talking about. But base, it's pretty weak, pretty weak. You'll have to really max that one out to get anything out of it. I don't have to worry about that with a TLX Phoenix. The TLX Phoenix just makes the game better, guys. I've said it 1,000 times. You know what else I say 1,000 times? Thanks for watching. I really appreciate you, and until next time.